You know, a lot can change in almost 10 years. Well, unless you work at Apple, then things tend to stay the same. But it wasn't always like that. Hi, I'm Sam Tucker, and today we're having a look at the iPhone 7 from 2016 and comparing it to the latest iPhone 17 Pro to see just how much innovation has happened in the last 9 years. Or how much innovation hasn't happened. Welcome to the iPhone 7 versus iPhone 17 Pro. Starting off with the body. Now, as we can see, the iPhone has gotten quite a bit chunkier in the last 9 years. But then again, who hasn't gotten fatter in the last 9 years? When are we releasing the iSam Air? And I almost can't believe we were complaining about this tiny little camera bump. But now we have a camera bump on top of a camera hump. And look at the size difference on those. I think the flash of the new phone is about the size of the camera in the old one. Here we have the, what I would call downgrade from the mute switch to the mute button. I guess because, like all old people, Tim kept accidentally turning his phone onto silent. And instead of figuring out how his phone works, he just told his people to fix it. There's your volume buttons. Yeah, got a little hair in mine, a little pube, get out of there. Oh, and of course, in the non-US version, we still get a SIM card slot, which is a bonus. They changed the location of that. On the bottom, the iPhone 7 was the first one, I think, where they took the headphone jack out. You know, they had the courage to charge you for wireless headphones. Thank you, Apple.
Here's your dongle.
Otherwise, it looks pretty similar, apart from the plug now being USB-C. Fun fact, the iPhone 17 Pro has a super fast USB-C port, except the cable they ship it with is a super slow one. So heaven forbid Apple gives you value for money. You're lucky to get a phone with the money you give them. And on this side, we have the power button and the camera control button, which gives you the great feature of when you're picking up or putting down your phone, of accidentally pressing that and activating the camera, taking a few happy snaps. So I really like that advancement there. And of course, if we look at the materials, the iPhone 17 has a high quality plastic back to go with the premium aluminium frame. Yes, Apple has gone back in time, back to the classics. That's right, if you're buying a Pro phone, why should you get Pro materials? As we all know, the aluminium is prone to scratching when brushed against keys and on the Apple stand in the Apple Store. So for today's video, I'm not gonna let that happen, thanks to this video's sponsor, Taurus, and their O-Stand Q3 Air. When you're in a car crash, you trust the airbags to save your life. So why not use airbags to save something more valuable, your phone? As the Air 3 features soft airbags on the top and bottom to protect your phone from falls. Not that you will be dropping it, thanks to the textured anti-slip sides. Oh, and there's no risk of scratching it on the Apple stand because the case comes with its own built-in metal stand that spins and clicks in place, perfect for watching YouTube, propping it up to take a stable video, or when setting up a FaceTime call with center stage. And with multiple stylish colors like Aurora Purple, Sunset Pink, and Christmas, it looks as good as it feels. But why just protect the top and sides when it's the face that's the moneymaker? And that's why Taurus also made the Origama screen protector that has a 7-layer anti-reflective coating, cutting down reflections so it looks even better in hard light than without it, and much clearer than matte screen options. And since it uses the same manufacturing process as the iPhone's ceramic shield, you know it'll do its job. And if you have a little trouble putting protection on yourself, well, the kit comes with an application tool for a seamless fit every time. Get a deal on the O-Stand Q3 Air and Origama screen protector by clicking the link in the description today. Yeah, let's keep that protected, shall we? And don't worry, iPhone 7, you're not missing out. Here we have a nice case from Apple to compare. Ah, lovely. All right, so to award the body points, for thinness, we give it to the 7. For materials, we give it to the 7. For the silent switch, the 7 gets another point. But for the USB-C, we'll give it to the iPhone 17 Pro. So surprisingly, the 7 has got an early lead. But now let's move on to the front. Now, unfortunately, we have lost the passcode to this phone, so we have bricked it a little. Not to worry though, we do have a backup iPhone 7 We're going to upgrade to the Plus now, which should make things interesting with the camera test that we do a little later. Here are the different screens. Now, the iPhone Pro has the OLED Pro display 120 Hertz, while the iPhone 7 Plus has the sluggish, 60 Hertz or something. Don't think you can see the Pro motion with your camera eyes, but with my human eyes, it's not bad. So at least the screen's gotten a little better over the years. And you know, some people take issue with the dynamic island, which is almost invisible to see on this Kitai background. But it is a bit of a step up from the full screen notch that we had on the older models. And of course, down the bottom, we have the home button, navigation, whereas the iPhone 7, we have the gesture controls, which of course it got from the BlackBerry.
We got a really good business here, very happy with it. We were very fortunate.
Yeah, so I think this is a pretty easy round to declare. We're giving 3 points to the iPhone 17 Pro for the OLED screen, dynamic island, and buttonlessness. Moving on to software and performance. So we've all heard of the startup boot test, but how many YouTubers do the turn off test? Sorry, you got to pinch the iPhone 17 a little different. They changed that. 3, 2, 1, turn off. I think the 7 Plus turns off quicker.
All right.
Let's go with a boot test. Let's see which one turns on first. All right, now we wait. Wow, they're both broken. Maybe I broke both of them. I hope they do turn on. I haven't done the rest of the video. Oh yeah, iPhone 17 with an early lead there. Oh, that would look like a dead tie. How about that? 9 years of advancements, and Apple has consistently made the software more bloated so that it still loads in roughly the same amount of time. Well done, Apple. Let's see how fast it launches apps. Photos. Oh, about the same, yeah. Camera. Maybe slightly faster on the Pro. Safari. See, they're pretty similar, like 10 years difference is not that bad. But of course, the biggest difference between these softwares is the iOS version. The Pro is running iOS 26.
The lock screen has been updated with liquid glass.
While the 7 is only running iOS 15.
Our new release is iOS 15. It's
which means you can't do fancy things like dark mode icons, clear icons. Oh, isn't that good? Not being able to see anything you want to do on your device. And of course, the tinted versions. Get some purple tint there. Although, it doesn't look like all of the apps got the tint feature. Yeah, the Notes app wasn't taking notes there. But hey, you can't expect these things to work. They're only worth $4 trillion.
Just off the charts.
Let's have a look at apps. Let's see if you can download any apps on the old software. So the app stores look pretty similar. Let's get Candy Crush. Oh, fingerprint's not working. Has my fingerprint changed since I got this? Ah, there we go. My fingerprint is the same. Oh yes, it still looks like you can get apps on the older phone. Never actually played Candy Crush. Oh, am I winning? Look at that. I am the greatest. All right, software and performance. We're giving a liquid arse point to the iPhone 17 Pro. For apps, they both get a point. So interestingly, it still looks like you could use an iPhone from 9 years ago. There isn't that big of a difference between them. They both turn on, they both download apps, they both can watch the YouTube. But the big question is the cameras. When these two cameras are the size of one of the new ones, surely there's got to be a difference there. So let's test them out. All right, and here we are testing the iPhone 7 Plus front-facing camera and the iPhone 17 Pro front-facing camera. And yes, I think that the 17 Pro has too much definition. It really shows off all the grays, which is a slight shame there. It's almost like the 7 Plus has a beauty filter on, whereas the 17 Pro has the unfortunate reality filter. One bonus you don't get on the old phone though is the new widescreen mode, so that you can record yourself in widescreen while holding the phone vertically. And of course, Apple got this great idea, again, from BlackBerry.
You know, it's an ongoing legal case. I really shouldn't comment on it.
Back-facing iPhone Plus camera and back-facing iPhone 17 Pro camera. Am I going crazy, or is the color balance a little bit better on the old phone? I look more like a person, whereas in this one I look kind of like a carrot. Although I don't know if it's the potato camera or the potato subject that we're taking a photo of. All right, let's go outside and test out the cameras in the real world. Hurrah! What is this? Art or AI? ChatGPT's special member. Alright, so the iPhone 7 gets a point for not making me look like a potato, but the iPhone 17 Pro does take good shots when it's photographing anything else. Well, there you go. The 17 Pro, of course, wins if you had the choice between them, but you'd think there'd be a bigger difference in 10 generations of iPhone, and also about 10 digits difference in price. So, which iPhone did you like more? Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, stay funky, everyone. SAMTIME signing off.
Subscribe today.
Actually, maybe it's the True Tone screen that's making this look a little crap. Turn True Tone off, and I still kind of look like a potato. Looks like at some point I installed the DPD app, except it gets very annoyed at you. Figelem! Figelem! Ah, beautiful Hungarian or another lovely language right there.